Now, listen, you guys, Kai Cenat is out there celebrating a seeming connection that he may have found in the music industry. Meanwhile, Jatavia is clapping back at Ops. And at the same time, Irv Gotti, you guys, we will be discussing about the said passing of him. Nicki Minaj and Keke Palmer, Serayah has got a debut to give us. And the Grammy viewership, oh my goodness, how embarrassing. Now, these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. Now, first of all, let us talk about Kai Cenat. You guys do know that Kai was able to attend the Grammys, and he was also allowed to live stream, whatever he was doing there. And one of the outstanding moments that he had, on his corner is when he seemingly confronted and checked Elliot Wilson for being a hater. Now, for that, I applauded him and I said, listen, what you're doing, a lot of grown men do not have, the basketballs to do that. They would just kiki and be fake to each other. I was really impressed by that move, itself. But that being said, that's not the only person that Kai ended up interacting with. He ended up interacting with well, you guessed right, Jay-Z, okay? And so according to Kai, he is saying that they even got to a point where they exchanged contacts. Yeah, he got Jay-Z's number, and I guess that Jay-Z also got Kai Cenat's number. Now, this was posted all over the blogs, and I saw people congratulating him, basically saying that, look, young man, you are going far with what you are doing, because now you're getting contact with these moguls in the entertainment industry, powerful men and stuff like that. And people were celebrating. And yeah, congratulations to Kai. No, I'm kidding. Personally, I don't think that it's a moment to celebrate, in my own opinion. I don't think it's an opportunity, for Kai to be linked to that man from Fraudulent Nation. Now, let me explain why I actually do feel like, on the contrary, this might actually do the opposite for him. The reason why a lot of people relate to Kai, the reason why people follow Kai is because of his relatability. He's authentically himself. And when it comes to music or anything that's happening in the entertainment industry, he is giving his authentic opinion. And you can clearly tell that this is a man who is not controlled by any form of corporate. He's just by himself, which is something that I applaud him for being able to do. Okay. Now, connection with the men from Fraudulent Nation. Now, we all know that at some point, majority of these men that you see, the mainstream media personalities, I mean, the Ebros, the Joe Buttons, that's just like an example. Of course, these are examples that I'm giving. People like that, they have at some point acknowledged that they got calls from Jay-Z to say, if your opinion is going against mine, or if your opinion is going against the image that we're trying to build for our artist, take it down or retract. Several people have come forward attesting to this. So I'm just thinking, like, if this man now has Kai Cenat's number, I'm sorry. If Kai does say something that would contradict what this man believes, at this point, he might try to reach out to Kai Cenat. And I don't want this for him. I really don't want this for him, because, listen, it's not worth it. Right now, people love him as he is, and he's making his money. He's doing his thing. His brand is growing. He's authentically himself. So having someone so powerful behind him, like being able to call him to say, why would you do that? Because I do feel like these powerful men know that once they give you their number, you're going to be excited and you're going to feel like, whoa, he likes me. Now we're friends. That's what I've seen a lot of people do in the industry, especially these grown men. Like, once they have Jay-Z's number, they feel like they are close to power. They are being successful and stuff like that. But look at Elliot. Elliot is going up and down, claiming that he's the closest person to Jay-Z. Oh my God, I'll write for Jay-Z forever, and this and that, and this and that. And then you have other people who are independent, like academics. You have independent in as far as Jay-Z is concerned, because academics, there's these old people that he also does, favors for. But I'm saying independence in as far as Jay-Z is concerned. Academics is not directly linked to Jay-Z like Elliot is. But who is the bigger voice in entertainment right now? Academics, right? So honestly, I do not want Kai to be one of those people who will be stuck at saying, I have Jay-Z's contact. Oh my God, Jay-Z is my guy. I got a call from Jay-Z. Jay-Z knows me. I do not want Kai to be that person. So I am personally kind of against the idea of him getting this man's number, because already by himself, he's doing well. He's doing amazing. Like literally, he is. But anyway, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. Do you think that Kai and Jay-Z being together is going to be beneficial for him? Or do you think that, well, it's one of those things? Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about the scammies. Now, the results of the viewership are out, and it seems like people did not watch the scammies as they did last year. It is actually being reported that the viewership has dropped from last year. Last year the viewership was 16.9 million. This year it is 15.4 million, which is down. And of course, people are coming up with different explanations as to why the viewership dropped, with some people saying that, well, it's because of the lack of authenticity and stuff like that. And personally, when it comes to the Grammys, at this point, I'm just like, listen, these at this point they might as well be just like the BETs, because what in the buying and selling of awards is allegedly happening? Like, what is this? They're becoming more of a joke every single time, every single day. And at this point, people are going to run away from them as they did the BETs. You guys know that when the BETs started doing all this snaky stuff, allegedly, no one was valuing them anymore. And none of these people wanted to be associated with them. And they don't understand that the reason is because people now knew, like with the BETs, that, well, it's more about who you like, who you don't like, what connections and stuff like that. And people disassociated. And in the same way, if the Grammys continue this way, a lot of celebrities are going to pay them dust. Okay. But anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think about this. And the next thing that we're going to be talking about, oh my goodness, congratulations to Serayah, you guys. Serayah debuted her pregnancy on the runway and she was eating it. She was walking, bump looking pretty, looking amazing. You know, Serayah generally is a gorgeous queen, a gorgeous, gorgeous queen. And she is carrying pretty well the pregnancy. And I'm so happy for her. Children are a blessing, and I guess the baby daddy is obviously Joey. However, you guys know that each time that something like this happens, it opens up a conversation about the baby daddy and baby mama situation. People obviously started saying that this is crazy. People are normalizing having children out of wedlock. And some people even went as far as saying that, well, it is nothing to celebrate. Now, I will say that obviously different people have different opinions about marriage. Personally, I would encourage people to get married and have babies, but I do know that my opinion is not supposed to be everyone else's opinion. Like each and every person is entitled to their own opinion. But if I were to be in a platform where I have to speak about marriage and like encourage people, what would I encourage people? I would encourage people to get married and have children. Now, don't come for me in the comment section saying that, well, it's not a guarantee that you're going to stay married, but I'm like, it's worth trying. Okay. It's just like the seatbelt analogy. Okay. It doesn't mean that when you put on a seatbelt, you're going to be immune to an accident and stuff like that. No, it doesn't mean that. But does it mean that we completely should ignore taking precautions when we can? So, in my own opinion, I am here for marriage. But that being said, I'm not about to sit here and tell a woman who's already pregnant and expecting a first child to say, you did wrong and stuff like that. If she likes it, we love it. Allegedly, Joey actually has another baby mama. So, I guess it's the two of them now. I wish her well. Okay. Anyway, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Nicki Minaj and Keke Palmer. Now, I did see people saying that, well, Nicki might actually be going on the Keke Palmer podcast very soon. Now, initially when I saw that, I was just like, okay, it's just the fans, telling us what they wish for and acting like it's news. But I'm seeing a lot of people alleging the same thing right now. But I also do know that Nicki Minaj is on hiatus. So I don't know if this so-called interview is actually going to come out whilst Nicki is on hiatus, or if it's going to wait for the other Nicki Minaj era that's going to come. Personally, I would like to see, Keke Palmer and Nicki Minaj having a conversation. We already know that they do get along very well, so I'm very sure that, it will be an interesting conversation. And I do feel like they are both also very talented, and their intellects in such a way that the conversation will be engaging. Anyway, the next thing that we're going to talk about Miss Red. So Miss Red is actually getting called out by a lot of, well, I don't know what's left of the fans of Bongo 2. I mean, Megan the Stallion. They are calling her out because she proudly said that she supports Tory and she likes Tory. And, while she was on stream with Aiden Rose, and people are actually not having it, okay? People are like, okay, you're not a ghost girl because you're not supporting Megan. Because you do know that in the music industry, if you want to be called a black women supporter, or if you want to be called a ghost girl, or if you want to be called a feminist, you have to defend Megan, okay? No matter what she does, if you don't hold her accountable for anything, if you support her blindly, that's the only way you can be called a feminist. So, yeah, they were calling her out, and she doubled down on that, and she said she supports everyone and she supports Tory Lanez as well. Do you think that Miss Red and Bongo 2, they have got beef? Because some people are saying, that should mean that Miss Red does not like Megan the Stallion. That's the only reason why she isn't hate or disliking Tory, or that she, because they translate, if you say that you're supportive of Tory, people will say that, well, that automatically means that you are not supportive of Bongo 2, you're picking sides. So that's interesting. Personally, I don't think that Miss Red cares a lot about any of the things that actually go on out there. I feel like she's in her own world where she's naming a lip glosses over diseases, and that's all she cares about. She doesn't care, okay? And I don't think that she's the one to be bullied either. I don't think that whatever Bongo 2 fans have to say is going to change her stance on anything. I think she will still stand on business. The next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about JT. So JT is out there letting the haters know that she's not going anywhere in as far as Leslie is concerned. Now, people have always had a lot of things to say about, Lil Uzi, his dressing, his fashion, and everything, who he likes and stuff like that. You guys know that the girl that went back and forth with JT, Lil Uzi's ex-girlfriend, she had a very distinct way of dressing, which was more like gothic and all of that stuff. And JT initially, she didn't have that style, if we're going to be honest. She wasn't gothic. She wasn't this weird, fashion girly, that type of vibe that she now is giving off. She used to be a city girl and just dress cute and sexy and stuff. That was a vibe. But with time, she has evolved in fashion. And so somebody said Uzi likes real weirdos, and that girl be shaping a personality to match it. And he still, and then this person put some dots. I guess they meant that he still cheats on her, because you know that there is a rumor that Uzi was cheating with a socialite that came out here saying that JT felt threatened by her, and it got to JT's ears or eyes on Twitter, and JT responded and said it has been 5 years, sank, okay, basically saying it's been 5 years and I'm not going anywhere. That's what JT is telling you, okay? She's definitely going to seek besides her man, and that's her man. And she's telling you that for the past 5 years, you've been saying the same thing, and I'm still here. Whether he cheats or not, she's still going to be there. You know, that time when she had a back and forth with the transformer, those are one of the things that they were using to drag her, to say that, well, she doesn't have anywhere to go. That's why she's still with Uzi, because she's broke. That's what the transformer and company were accusing her of. They were basically saying she's with Uzi because she's depending on him financially. I don't know how far true that is. Are you telling me that all these things that she's doing, she's not earning money? Or was she not earning money before this new era of hers that she is in? I don't think that. You think she's in it for the money, you guys? Let me know in the comment section what you think about that. But do I think that this man is lying, that JT to a certain extent is influenced by Uzi? I don't think that he's lying. This man is not lying at all. You can tell the Uzi influence. You can tell by the evolution of the fashion. Am I saying that she's the only one who's ever been influenced by his spouse's, fashion taste as well? I don't think so. A lot of us, before we know it, will start dressing like our spouses. It happens naturally. well, I don't know, like it's just there. It's like that. Because these are the people that people spend a lot of time with. So obviously it's inevitable that you would end up being influenced by their own taste. Now, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Irv Gotti. Now, I just wanted to say my sincerest condolences. It was reported that Irv has passed away. And 50 Cent, oh my goodness. At this point, I don't even know what to say. Can I say really anything that will to defend? I'm not able to defend this behavior, 50, because 50 was out here trolling this man, literally trolling him. And then a few hours later, there is an announcement that, well, he has officially passed away, because when 50 was busy trolling him, this man was in a coma. And, well, they were reporting that his brain is, the D word. So I don't know how 50 is feeling right now after doing all those shenanigans. I did see him also going back and forth with Lil Meech. Well, not back and forth, but Lil Meech texted him something private. You guys do know that, well, his father, when he got out from jail, he went and linked up with Rick Ross, and Rick Ross and 50 do not see eye to eye. And Rick Ross was using this as a troll moment for 50 Cent, like a gotcha moment, because, well, they are ops. And 50 decided to take the DM that Lil Meech wrote him. And basically, so Lil Meech had said that until the next season. And 50 was like, what season, Lil Ninja? And at this one, I'm just like, I don't know what to do with this man, you guys. I absolutely don't know what to do with 50 Cent. He is absolutely ridiculously petty. And the last thing that we're going to be talking, guys, I'm sorry, these guys are mowing the lawn. Oh my goodness. But anyway, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, you guys, we're going to talk about Wendy Williams. She called in at the Breakfast Club, and she opened up further, really, about what's going on in her life. And she is saying that one of the reasons why they are trying to push the narrative that she is incapacitated is because she is about to win a lawsuit of 20 million. And I guess they want to be in control of that money. So they have to make sure that Wendy is regarded as somebody who's not capable of handling or making her own, financial decisions. And I'm just like, this scares me about old age, you guys. I really do think that if people can be this ruthless, it's so sad where we're headed. It's so sad where we are headed, because who do we trust if we cannot trust even our own family? Like, imagine if what she is alleging is true, but for her to be able to conclude this and come up with these logical explanation as to why they are saying that she's not well in the head, it means that she is actually well, because no person who's unwell in the head would be able to come up with these logical, explanations of what exactly is happening. So I really do pray for Wendy Williams, and I will insert what she had to say. And I do hope that she's not going to end up in the Britney situation, because that is a sad situation to be in. And it's so sad that there's nothing you can do, because, if the courts have decided, what can you do? What can anyone do? How do you fight back? It's just so sad. And the pictures that are also circulating of her, it's actually videos of her, like, on her window, crying on the phone, having a conversation with that guy from TMZ. It's very heartbreaking to see Wendy in that state, honestly. It's very sad. And a part of me will forever blame that, wicked husband of his. I do feel like, to a certain extent, he had a contribution when it comes to damaging Wendy's mental health. And the wife that moved on with that man, because allegedly that wife was a long-term mistress. Like, ma'am, where's your conscience? Oh my goodness. Until my next one, you guys, see you. Now they are shouting. They've moved on from mowing the lawn and they've decided to just shout. But do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to turn on your notification bell. And until my next one, see you.
Hi, Wendy.
So look, I have some things to get off my chest.
Oh, that's what we do here. We have a segment called Get It Off Your Chest, actually.
That's right.
Perfect. Well, there's this lawsuit with Lifetime and A&E, and I've been told I stand to win $20 million.
Now, what was the? Let's refresh people on what the lawsuit was. What was the lawsuit, Lauren?
The lawsuit was that 4-part thing starring me on TV, which I only watched once, and I will never watch again in life. It was disgusting. I was, to do that TV thing, it was 2 people who I won't say their names, but I can say 1 white woman and 1 black man.
Okay, and I read the court documents. You're talking about Sabrina Morrissey and Will Selby.
Anyway, they brokered, I don't know, a deal on behalf of me. And what kind of deal? I have no idea. I guess the clothing. Hey, everybody.
Hi, Wendy.
The location, the money. You know, the money is blood money. It's money I don't want. Charlamagne, you and I have known each other for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Well, look, I'm dealing with these court people and my guardian person. And that is the big deal. So you know what? I don't have frontal temporal dementia. You know what I'm saying? It's disgusting. That is a very rare thing for anybody to have. I am not incapacitated. I am not a baby. You know what I'm saying? But I guess for Lifetime A&E, I stand to win all that money, so I'm supposed to be a blubbering idiot. You know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying, Wendy, is the lawsuit that was filed by Sabrina Morrissey, acting in her capacity as your guardian. She brought a lawsuit against A&E, and it claimed that the contract the company brokered to shoot the documentary wasn't valid. She's saying you didn't have the legal or mental capacity to authorize your participation. You're saying you did.
And that you met one time, and after that you changed your mind?
The location, correct. And by the way, you know, like I said, I don't want that kind of money. You know, I've worked with Lifetime several times. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Enough that I would love to do something with Lifetime again. They are good people to me, and I'm good people to them.
Absolutely.
Correct. And by the way.